Welcome back to the FallenGiantz podcast, back with another video, and today we have a preview with Ollie and Nick. We're going to preview the Chelsea versus Arsenal game and Aston Villa United, aka the FallenGiantz of Man United and Arsenal. And we'll also give a little bonus and may dabble over the Tottenham Liverpool game since it's a big one on Sunday evening. How you doing, guys?
Decent.
Not a bad week.
I'm just waiting for the World Cup now, to be honest, really.
Yeah, not far away
for the
now.
World Cup.
Two Prem games and a cup game, I think.
I think the 55-man provisional squad got announced today.
Did it?
For England, yeah. Welbeck's in that at the minute.
Yeah. To be honest, are there actually 55 English players that you can select at the minute?
to be fair, at the back we're fucked at the moment as well, like fullback wise as well. But yeah, then again we got depth down there as well. So I think Chilwell and James are both out of the World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that James was doing everything he can to try and get back, but Chilwell's definitely gone now, I think.
Yeah. Which actually, I was gonna mention that when we did the preview for Arsenal Chelsea.
Yeah. You, to be fair, you could take it. That's both their starting fullbacks not available.
Yeah.
Well, we can go into it. I mean,
yeah,
12 o'clock on Sunday, quite an early one, really.
It's a stupid kickoff. Yeah. I don't like them ones.
Chelsea versus Arsenal at the Bridge. How do we see it, Ollie?
I mean, I want to be really confident and say,
fucking get your chest out, man, because I'm sick and tired of this as well. Like all of this rubbish. Ollie, you're the most deluded fan I know. Be deluded.
No, I just want, I do genuinely think that we will win that game, and not because we're a miles better team than Chelsea, because we're not. I actually don't think we are in it. I think we play better football, but Chelsea still seem to pick up wins, like somehow. I don't actually know how. But like last season, we beat them at the Bridge, so I'm hoping that we can recreate that this season again. I think both the fullbacks being out for him really hurts. I really do think that like James and Chilwell being out for him hurts him.
Yeah,
you'll see that Aubameyang will have a point to prove.
I was going to say, have you not seen the BT advert, the preview for it? For the
yeah, it's embarrassing.
Chad, have you seen it?
No, I'm not seeing
Oh my god,
it's Aubameyang slagging off Arsenal basically.
Basically, they've got Aubameyang saying, was it no offense, but I'm a blue now, or something like that?
Yeah.
It's as well, and that don't take it to heart, or something like that. And then it's got like Arteta, and then it's got like 4 Arsenal players doing the shush thing. And that, so it's
just embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
No, it's so. I guess it brings. I don't mind it. I've literally named this stream Aubameyang versus Arteta as well. And that, like,
it is. It's the first time they're meeting since, isn't it? Like that, it will be interesting to see if like there's any handshakes or anything between them. You'd imagine that there's going to be smiles all over the pitch, like when Oba's greeting loads of players.
Oh god! If Aubameyang scores, oh my fucking god!
But this is the thing: if Aubameyang, and he'll want to score, he'll do everything he can to score.
He's not going to be more motivated for a game this season. No.
And I think, but on the flip side of that, Arteta's going to be motivated or motivating the team as much as possible to make sure we keep a clean sheet. That's probably going to be that. Go to the Bridge, keep a clean sheet. That's all we're focused on.
I'm glad it's got a bit of spice to the game though, as well beforehand, because we've always had it with Chelsea Arsenal. You know, you have Mourinho versus Wenger. You know, we had like a lot of red cards in it. Diego Costa when he came, Drogba was good against Arsenal. There's always something good going on in that game.
Chelsea are a dirty team and always have been. They're not going to get away from that.
Arguably you hate them as much as Spurs.
Yeah. I just don't like them as a team. I don't think they're just slimy in my opinion.
Well, it's fun because Chaz is a fanboy of them these days. Anyway,
Chaz isn't going to know which teams to support on
exactly.
Sunday.
It's embarrassing.
I know exactly who I'm supporting. And
Chelsea.
It's Chelsea.
It's because
my preview is I'm strong confident that Arsenal win this game.
Oh, Chaz, don't
Strong
worry.
confident.
No, wait. Let me just get into Chaz. Chaz done a video on his own channel, yeah. Best believe I've clipped it up already as well, yeah. So you're not getting away with this.
That Arsenal going to win?
I've got your prediction clipped up and everything. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I was going to sit on the fence and say 2-2 because I think there'll be goals, but then I changed my mind.
I clipped that bit out. I only clipped the bit where you said Arsenal win 3-2.
Okay. I've just said that my opening statement was I'm strong, confident. Arsenal.
No, but you said before it. I hope I don't get clipped for this as well and shit.
Yeah, I did say that.
Tell us why you're so confident, Chaz.
I've actually started to get more confident since I did the video. I think that I'll be disappointed if we can't take them apart.
Take them apart.
This is good.
I'm serious. I've looked at that team, mate. They're missing 2 fullbacks. Their best creative players, but also best defenders, really. Bar maybe Thiago Silva. Although he didn't look great the other day. The keeper Kepa's out, so Mendy is shot for confidence. Fofana. Yeah, what in terms of you're saying best centre back or best defender?
Yeah, he'd definitely be in there starting. Yeah, so
yeah, but he's injured as well. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
So I just think the energy of Arsenal is just going to really hit Chelsea. I mean, Brighton looked to do it the other day, and we've got far better players than Brighton at this current stage. That's not disrespectful, but
who else is out, Chaz? Just to double check, because if I want to just make sure, because I'm going to be.
It says on mine that Kepa, Chilwell, Fofana, James, Kante, and then Kovacic is questionable.
Oh, the Kovacic one's a big one. That is, for fuck's sake, like that. For me, that determines whether they get something out of this or not. That one alone, that's key to me.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to turn into both teams attacking because Chelsea will eventually have to, because we'll be putting so much pressure on them. And it might end up a bit like last year. What was it, 4-2 last year? I know there was mistakes in that, but I just think Arsenal's energy surely is going to go in.
Can we appreciate how Arsenal haven't had many? You've been fairly lucky with injuries this year. I've realised compared to the other teams, long-term injuries.
Yeah, we've
the
only one real one was Zinchenko for a while.
Literally, yeah.
Smith Rowe's been out, hasn't he? And then he's been out for like.
Yeah, but they're not starters.
Yeah, but if you look at like Spurs, Liverpool, Chelsea, United to an extent, even with the up front, they've all had quite a lot of injuries in it this season, like big injuries, longer term ones as well. And that, so even look, Saka's already back for this game as well. So people thought he might not make the World Cup. So things like that, you've somehow this is why I said in previous videos that. There's a bit of luck involved in winning things. Successful seasons. And at the minute, you look like the injuries aren't. Your squad depth is so small as well. That's the thing, and so the injuries don't seem to be piling up at the minute. Anyway,
we're going in as strong as we can to this game. Like we couldn't, barring Smith Rowe not being there, we couldn't go in stronger.
Lads, there's 3 points hanging out there just to take.
I'm not going to lie to you.
I promise you.
I think Chelsea are winning this. I said it at the start of the week, and I'm maintaining
it
as well.
Why do you think Chelsea are winning? You got to give a reason for that.
It's less so. Chaz is looking at individuals and things like that. I just think Potter is, especially after the Brighton game, I just don't see him allowing it to happen. I just don't. Especially it's because it's at Stamford Bridge as well. I just don't see him allowing Chelsea to have another loss back to back in the league. I just can't see it. I can see bare minimum a draw. But I still think Chelsea will not. They're not going to batter Arsenal, but I feel they're going to get over the line as well, regardless of form, players, chances created in the game. I feel like they're going to have their luck on their side this Sunday as well. And I just have a feeling when I get that gut feeling, I just have a feeling I could see Aubameyang scoring as well. I can see it.
That's my main worry is that he's going to score. But I mean, what we need to do on Sunday is do what we haven't been doing recently, which is start fast. Sorry, let me rephrase that. So we start fast and we get that one goal. What we need to do, the key difference this weekend, we need to get that second goal within the first half, because the fact that we've been sitting on it and letting pressure come onto us.
It's still Chelsea away with good squad depth. They've still got adequate like this isn't.
Yeah, but Chaz is right. Like, if you're going to go at them, now's the time to go at them.
Yeah, I get the football is football. Like, and there's always a story to be written and things like that.
But it's not just the stories though, Chaz. It's still Chelsea. Like, I know they've got injuries, but it still is a hard game to win away at the Bridge.
Yeah, but I think it's the biggest opportunity in years to get out.
Have they lost this year at the Bridge?
I don't know. I can have a look. I think so.
No, in the league I'm talking about. They may have in the Champions League or Cup. Oh no, we haven't even played Cup games.
No, they haven't. They've
they haven't lost this year. I still think this is what I mean. Chaz didn't say. I mean, you did kind of say you want to go at them, like, as in it's not going to be a tight game. It won't be a tight game. Like, it's good.
Chaz thinks it's going to be 4-1.
No, like, I'll be really upset if they play the likes of. So if they played Mendy, Azpilicueta, Chalobah, Silva, Koulibaly, and what's the left back called? Cucurella.
That's not that bad. Yeah, go on. I know,
with Jorginho in midfield.
Say Kovacic plays as well.
That's a little bit of thing, but that's what I'm saying. I really think that's there for the taking. I can't work out how, we're coming from a season where we're talking such great things about Arsenal, and especially the high press, the pace, and all that.
Yeah, I big Arsenal up as well. But do you remember when I said, I'll tell you when you're going to lose? I said famously as well. I feel like this is one of them. It's only because, listen, you played United and lost 3-1, and I don't think United were any better than Chelsea are now at that point in the season.
That's a good point.
As I said, like, I just.
No, but you had a better lineup than what they could play.
Really? Well, no, Casemiro wasn't playing at that point. Do you remember? We were still doing McTominay and Eriksen in midfield at that point in the season.
I don't know if you boys realised how bad Chelsea are playing.
No.
But that's the point.
No. Wait. Chaz is chatting out his arse now as well.
The individual players are playing awfully.
2 games ago, you said they were playing, but I was the one that called Chelsea out for getting over the line in their football. And you were saying, no, they're playing decent football here and there and that as well. I remember you saying it. It's on video as well. You said Chelsea.
I said they're building off patterns of play, which is looking better.
How bad they're playing now, like bad. Like, as if it's shocking.
Individual performances have been shocking.
Chaz, you're going off from when? From when are you saying? What, since Potter took over?
Yeah.
You were gassing them up. You were the one. I was the one. That was going to them.
No, but I can still be hopeful because I like Potter of what he can do. Like, even me saying Arsenal are going to win is my team, so I want us to win. But if it was another team, I'd be looking for.
I remember telling you when they beat Villa, they got lucky to beat Villa and things like that, as well. And you were like, but they're building. Surely they're further down the progression now. They're getting further. He's had a good 10, 11 games. They should be getting better.
But the team is shot right now.
Yeah, but there's so many. But I know you can use that excuse for Liverpool, for Spurs, for United as well. All of them will have that excuse at the minute.
Yeah, but if Arsenal had the same injuries that they'd have, I'd be saying we're going to get battered.
Yeah, you wouldn't say you get battered. Not battered. You would not say that. You wouldn't say that.
They're missing 2 fullbacks, a goalkeeper, a key midfielder.
Wait, what do you mean? A goal. First of all, the left fullback that they're going to have replacing is 63 million quid as well. So that's not exactly the worst replacement. The goalkeeper was originally their first choice.
Doesn't matter.
No, wait. The goalkeeper.
Wait. Your point on the price tag. You said the price tag. That doesn't make a difference.
Hold on. Kepa played 5 or 6 games. He was never their first choice keeper for the last 2 years prior to that.
Yeah, but under Potter, he's been playing.
But that doesn't. You're saying as if there's a big drop off.
It matters on how players fit into systems. If
it does, he's been.
If Mendy doesn't fit into Potter's system, that's why
we're talking about Mendy. We're talking about Mendy, who literally won goalkeeper of the year before. Goalkeeper of the year.
But listen, Nick, this is where your argument is twisted, because if another manager came in and wanted a sweeper keeper and started dropping De Gea, you wouldn't turn around and say he's been our keeper for the last 2 years.
Yeah, but Mendy's not as bad as De Gea. There's not as a bigger drop-off between De Gea and whoever.
That's why he's been getting dropped.
No. And also,
have you been watching his performances? Did you watch him at Chelsea, Leeds? when he had a disaster.
Yeah. But wait.
Last game, disaster.
Yeah, but I know. But you're talking about just this. He still has the quality in goal to be. That's a good replacement goalkeeper. That's not a massive.
Yes, but you would say the same
wait,
thing
wait,
about
wait,
De Gea.
wait. Kepa was never rated any. Let's be honest. We were all calling him a £75 million flop. It's one of Chelsea's worst signings in their history. Things like so. That's not all of a sudden start rating Kepa because he had 5-6 decent games as well. He's always been their backup since Mendy came in.
Yes, but right now there's a new manager in.
The fullbacks, all right, I'll give you the Aspie, but Cucurella at £63 million. That's the reason they sign players like that as well, yeah, so that they have enough depth.
But he has been in awful form since Park came as well.
That's not that. They have to figure that out then because he should be good enough. Cucurella was one of the most. We were talking. Wait, Ollie.
Yeah, I know he needs to figure it out.
Wait. We were talking about him going to City. We were all adamant he was going to go City and be their starting left back.
Nick, I'm not saying these are shit players, but I'm just saying I'm saying they're missing the key players that were in front of them right now. I'm not saying they can't play football.
But the players that have come in are not bad replacements. A lot of them. That's the thing. They've got the depth. No,
but are they those replacements that can fit into Potter's system and play at a higher level?
Get the system, Ollie. They have no excuse. System is something they've spent the money on these players.
Yeah, the system does come into it.
Oh, Ollie.
Otherwise they would be starting in Potter's system.
We could use that argument for every club in the Premier League because they don't have the squad depth that Chelsea do. Yeah. So I'm not gonna start crying a river over Chelsea losing a few players when they've spent arguably in the top 3 in the whole Premier League money-wise in the last 10 years. There's no reason for me to start.
That's the whole argument to say that their transfer activity has been poor.
It doesn't. They've spent the money though. They've got to figure it. Potter has got to figure out how to get the best out of all these players, all the money that they've wasted.
And the players he has been picking for his system, a lot of them are injured.
Chaz, he literally, Cucurella, for an example, is Potter's player. That is exactly who he would have wanted. He used them.
So why is he not starting? Why is he not starting?
He has been in now. He has been starting a few games.
He hasn't been consistently starting.
Go and look how many games. I guarantee you started 3 or 4 games, and Potter's only been in charge for about 10 or even.
Chilwell has been his left wing back.
Cucurella should be good enough. There's no excuse.
Yeah, but he's had games. He came off at half-time the other day because he was playing shit.
It's going to have to click at some point. It has to click. So, regardless of what you're talking about, his form, the form has to change eventually. That's the thing. So,
right now, the form going into it isn't right now.
It doesn't matter about this game. We're previewing right now. We're previewing
Sunday. Yeah, we're previewing, and I'm saying the form of Cucurella has to change from this Sunday onwards. It has to change.
Yeah, so you're banking on it doing, but I'm saying there's no evidence. And if Chilwell would
I'm banking on it on a manager that you rate higher than all of us in this as well. That he can figure this out. You rate Potter enough for him to figure all these out around these injuries.
But I'm saying if Chilwell was fit right now, Potter would be playing Chilwell.
He would be playing him, but that's not the case. He's not fit anymore, so it doesn't matter.
But then you're saying my argument that he hasn't got key players missing is wrong. What are you arguing?
That is it's wrong for you to suggest that you're going to go and batter them. That's completely wrong. Yeah.
Well, I said that would be hopeful. I think we should be going.
No. Don't try and twist it now. Not hopeful about it. You said you're going to go and batter them.
I did not say we're just going to go batter them.
No, you were no.
Before I said we should take the game to them.
Hold on. I said. You was confident. You were like, there's 3 points dangling there for the taking. That's someone that's very confident. And you said, the more and more I've thought about it throughout the week, the more confident I am. That's not act, yeah?
A batter is like 5-0.
That's not act, yeah? Wait, don't try and, that's a little twisted. You twisted that there. You still think you're going to confidently win, at least by 2 goals, that means. Yeah. You're confident in the win, yeah?
And I'm saying I'll be disappointed if we don't win.
By 2 goals at least.
I don't care about whether it's
no, because if you're confident, you wouldn't.
You've
be
already
about
clicked.
You wouldn't be talking about a 2-1.
Nick, you're twisting it anyway because you've already said at the start of the video you've clipped me up saying 3-2 Arsenal.
But you got more confidence since that video. You've got even more confident, and you're talking about 3 points guaranteed, things like that, yeah, as well. So
because I think it's there for the taking, not guaranteed.
If it's there for the taking, then you should comfortably beat them. You should comfortably beat them. Then,
okay.
When someone says it's there for the taking, that's not a 3-2 win. That's a
okay. But
win.
Nick, you are trying.
We're arguing over.
You're trying to change my prediction. All I'm saying is, I was about.
You changed your own prediction. You changed it in this video.
Just listen. I was discussing about I was going to explain my scenario, and I started talking about the players are out, and you went on this tangent.
Yeah, it's not a tangent that's definitely viable because they have adequate replacements. Hence why I still stick with Chelsea winning. I knew about all these injuries and I've stayed consistent with it. And that's why I think they'll win because they've got good enough replacements.
But I didn't say you're wrong.
You do think I'm wrong because you think Arsenal winning.
Yeah, but we can both have our opinion, but I don't say that you're... But that's an opinion, isn't it? I didn't say you're wrong. So you shut up for a minute and let me talk about my bit.
I know, but the confidence you're coming in with, you need to back it up. Like, as in, the way you're saying about 3-2 win, that's not a comfortable win. And there 3 points there for the taking. That don't go in the same sentence, them two things.
But you hadn't even finished. I just said about the players being injured and you just went on me.
Yeah, I know, but and I said it's not as big a deal as you think it is.
Okay, I'll stop talking.
That's it.
Let's move on to the United game. Yeah? So what's our final predictions? I'm assuming, Chaz, you're going with a 4-1 win to Arsenal. Nick, you're going with a 2-0 victory to Chelsea.
I'm going 2-1. I'm going 2-1 Chelsea in this.
2-1 Chelsea. Chaz, what are you going?
If I speak, I'm in trouble.
That's getting salty now. Look.
I'm going for a 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal.
Yeah.
Ollie as well.
Yeah, I think.
Wait. You were the one that was trying to be the middleman there as well, and you were a bit. You were like, I don't know about this one. Then you go 2-0 clean sheet as well.
Clean sheet. I think we'll get an early goal, and then I think we'll tie off the game.
You're more confident than Charlie.
No, I haven't said that.
Yes, you are. You said 2-0 at the bridge. Chelsea not to score in this game.
Yeah. I don't think they can score at the minute. No, they will. And I think that we can get an early goal and then see it off.
The same team that hasn't lost all season.
That's the only thing they've got. They will score.
Fucking hell, Ollie, you've just now thrown a spat. What is right? You were just sitting there watching. I saw your face, by the way, the whole time as I was looking at your face, smiling.
Let's move on to the United game. Go on.
Fuck the United game. We're not talking about United yet. We'll leave that till last. It's the least.
We've been going for 22 minutes already, and we haven't even touched on the United game.
No, but hold on. You moved it on. We weren't even properly finished on the Chelsea Arsenal, but.
It's because you two are just going arguing with each other constantly about little bits.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point of it. Otherwise, it's boring. Otherwise, it's boring if we just keep it. Like, we just didn't agree. Like Charlie said, we didn't agree. And we don't agree by our results.
Exactly.
All right. What do you want to do? People are going to think this is a salty thing ever. It's fine. It's normal.
No, you can can explain more in depth.
No. It's really. I just think
where Arsenal can win this game or where Chelsea can win this game.
I just think
what areas of the pitch.
This is not me. Shit. I've been Arsenal's big, non-official fan this season, to be honest, as well. So I still think Arsenal are going to be far ahead of Chelsea this season by the end of it. I'm just going off a one-off game in a preview. I just get Chaz may have more of a case study of form and players out, things like that. New manager still settling in. I'm just going on this isolated game. I just have this feeling, and I've given a few reasons as I think the replacements are more adequate than you lot think. And the fact he's at home, I think, is a big, big part. And I just don't think he'll allow them to perform the way they did against Brighton, and they're going to have their tails up from you're talking about an early start, Ollie. I think Chelsea are going to be the team that start quick in this game as well. So it depends. Like, I think they're going to be going full throttle at the start for the goals as well. So it's going to be tough. 2-0 is mad, your statement. Like, I think 2-0 is way too comfortable.
I think that's fair. I think that Arteta's going to put it in them that what we're going to be going for is a clean sheet, right? There is a reason why I've said 2-0, because I think that he's just going to get it into them that we have to keep a clean sheet because we can't let Aubameyang score. Right, I think that's going to be drilled into.
He won't think that. He won't think that in his head. Like, he won't be thinking we can't let Aubameyang score. He's got his own game.
I think the way that they've left it, I think they're going to do everything they can to stop Chelsea scoring. Right. So that says, okay, let's get a clean sheet. And then the way we've been playing games recently is starting off with it might even be 1-0. It might be 1-0 Arsenal. But we've been getting that early goal, and we've been consistently getting that early goal. What I want to see from us is maybe my prediction's a bit more on hope than
well, you've said it now. It's too late.
Sound evidence or whatever. Is that we can get that early goal. We proved that. There's loads of evidence to show that. What we need to get is that second goal and then see the game out. That's how I'm hoping this game goes. I know it's at the Bridge, but I think we've all been clear about why we think that Chelsea are there for the taking at the minute, and why can't we go there and win 2-0?
I think Arsenal should be favourites, but I'm just going off what I feel in my head. Arsenal obviously going to go in and favourites for this game, but obviously we know the big six. Arsenal have it all to prove in terms of going away to a big six team and winning, like as in like this season and consistently. Like how far have they come? This is a big indicator of how far Arsenal have come this season.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we go there and win 2-0, then
the only reason I brought up the United game is because it is comparable in a way. It is quite comparable going in, like, because United weren't even that great, were we? Right? Like,
no, you weren't. And in fairness, it's a good comparison. But I think that when your team gets a little bit out of whack, doesn't have the confidence, like everything that Ten Hag was doing at that time was pushing you into the right direction and giving you all confidence. I don't think that's what's happening right now with Chelsea. I think they're in a little bit of a hard place. Well, so it is a little bit different.
So Chaz, just quickly, yeah. So if Chelsea are to lose this, then they go away to Newcastle after the game after.
Yeah.
You're saying they're in a really tricky situation going into coming out the World Cup about this top four battle. Like they're going to have it to chase. They're going to have to chase.
Eventually. Yeah, that's where I think that. Yeah, because I'm not convinced that
they'll even be Newcastle away.
Especially if they lose to us, then coming back off that, it's a big jump to go. Are they away at Newcastle?
Yeah, they're away. That's I can't even see them winning that. I'm not going to lie as well. So
yeah, at the same time, you can also argue to settle things down. I think when Potter came in, we saw initial patterns of play or whatever, some changes. But I do agree that now I think that they're just. I agree they have adequate people that can on someday they can. But I think the way we talk about Arsenal on that, and I've been obviously the most negative, but I would be having serious question marks if forget about winning, but I don't know what your prediction actually was on the score. But if we can't put a few goals against them, whether they can score more than us, I don't know. But
yeah, I said 2-1 Chelsea. Yeah,
I can see quite a few goals in this either way. Because I can't see why the like of Saka, Jesus, and Martinelli can't get out the back three or back five.
It is interesting because the way United played against Chelsea in the first 45, we dominated them a lot. That's the thing as well. I can't see how Potter can allow that to happen again as well. I just can't. I just don't see how he can allow it as well. Otherwise, the pressure's on him if he goes into. I know it sounds mental. It sounds crazy, but if they lose these next two games, coming back from that World Cup, they're going to have to put a run together after that.
Yeah, it will be a case of can you reset and then go again sort of thing. But
all right, so I said 2-1 Chelsea. Chaz said 3-2 Arsenal, and
maybe I have to bump it up to 4-2. But yeah, 3-2
Arsenal then.
3-2, 4-2.
Yeah, no, go 4-2, Chaz.
It's fun because we've normally agreed on predictions this year. When I have a feeling, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say when I have a feeling that things can change. And you lot, we're going to disagree on the next one, by the way, as well. On the next,
I just think that we're going to if Chelsea win this game
you're going to be.
Let's just say Kovacic is out and they've got the weaker team that I think.
Yeah.
When we do the review. We better not be saying, Arsenal got unlucky or Arsenal can move on from this.
No, Ollie needs. You're aiming this at Ollie here. So if you dare, Ollie, start making excuses. If asked, as you,
I'm not saying it's not going to ruin the season. Don't get me wrong, but we were talking about the likes of City, whether they win or not, they would be expecting to go and get 3 points. So,
oh yeah, no, I agree. We should be disappointed if we don't come away with something.
But the funny thing is, if you draw, I know it sounds stupid, but maybe your expectations are better than mine. But if you draw, it's sat away at the Bridge in a season. It doesn't sound that bad. It doesn't sound bad in the grand scheme of a season.
Yeah. I mean, the draw's just dependent on how we go about it, I suppose.
All right. We might as well move on to Spurs Liverpool then for the next game.
You want to do that first, yeah? Because even though you're in between, United.
Ollie, your brother's just commented on that. He's gone to check. Look at him. Look, he's gone to check. Go on, Spurs Liverpool now.
Okay, we'll go to the 4:30 kickoff. Tottenham at home to Liverpool. Both teams. I said in my video, I feel that they both got question marks lingering around.
Yeah, they definitely both do at the minute.
It's going to sound mental, but I've got another opposing opinion in this one.
Go on. You may as well lead
into my video. Are you referencing my video?
Yeah. I've got a different opinion too. I think Liverpool.
What did I say? I can't remember what I said with this.
You said 2-2 draw. You think it'll be tight.
Yeah.
Both have got injuries and that. But I think Liverpool are going to wipe the floor with Spurs in this game.
Really?
I think they're going to wipe the floor with
wipe the floor with them.
Yeah,
questions are going to be coming.
Yeah, I think 3-1, 4-1 Liverpool around that thing. I'm thinking of as well. I just have this feeling that Spurs are going to get exposed for how crap they've actually been. I know, but your brother is going to fucking hate that. But that's the reason I said it.
As he comments up the Spurs.
Yeah, fuck the Spurs.
Yeah, but how lucky did they get in midweek? You think if they're taking that onto Sunday, they're playing Sunday, aren't they?
Yeah, mate. The writing's been on the wall for Spurs for they've been fucking horrific, to put it lightly.
If they did get battered, let's say your scenario came out, Nick. If they did get battered, is Conte in a bit of trouble, I guess, or pressure?
Ben, I need to lay off something else, not Iron Brew, mate. Anyway, Ollie, what are you saying? Sorry.
If they get battered, let's say your prediction comes true and they get battered this Sunday, is Conte under pressure? Are there a lot of eyes on him?
I think Spurs fan base are so divided on Conte at the minute. Some of them feel blessed to have him. As I'm basically shading Senior here as well in this one. They feel blessed to have him. Oh, we're not going to get better. We can't play better football and win trophies. This is all they can't look beyond Conte. They feel absolutely privileged to have someone like him at the club at the minute.
Yeah, but he can't. Surely they can't take losing 4-1 at home to Liverpool at this current stage. Surely.
Oh, 3-1.
I know they got through.
I'll probably go 3-1 in the predictions, but
3-1. I know they got through in the Champions League, but everything is so they have a 10-minute spell where they somehow find a goal at the moment, but
no,
it's so poor. The football is so poor. By the way, I didn't realise. I just checked to give a little preview on who's injured. It says will not play Kulusevski, Richarlison, Romero, and Son.
Yeah, I know. Son. Remember,
Son's
a fracture.
He's going for surgery, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I mean,
they've got Son and Kulusevski. What's that? Mora, Kane, and Richarlison.
Wait, hold on. Ben's saying Kulu's back for this game.
Well, it says will not play for eye injury. I don't know whether he's potentially come back for the bench.
Good night, Højbjerg. I was going to bring the mighty Højbjerg. Yeah, I was speaking to someone at work about this. Who would you rate out of Højbjerg or Xhaka?
I knew that one. I knew that one.
I think it's a good comparison to make.
It is a good comparison, and you have to give Højbjerg his due because he has been playing well. No one can deny he has been playing very well this season. But the goals that Xhaka's got, the difference in position, the story that's come back, there's no question, is there?
Højbjerg might have more. I think, I'm not.
I hope not.
I think he does. Well, maybe in all comps. He definitely has a couple in the Champions League as well. And he's definitely scored 2 or 3 in the league. Chaz is.
Well, I'm just looking at. So, what's their front three going to be? Perisic.
Wait, Chaz. Wait, Chaz. Who are you saying out of Xhaka or Højbjerg? Just quickly, who would you rather?
Well, they're both transformed their game, really. They're both playing out their skin. They're both doing that going forward and getting goals.
So it's one of them that you're probably going to be a bit more biased.
Yeah, I'm going to be biased and say Xhaka because, of course, I am. But, Ollie famously didn't rate Xhaka, and I always did. So
No, that's not true. I did rate Xhaka. I did rate. No, that's
never
not
live
true.
that down. You never believe. Do you know what they say? When you don't believe in them at their worst, don't fucking be there for at their best.
Ollie, Ollie had a full-blown argument. You had a full-blown argument with me saying, I'm done with this guy. That's what you said.
Yeah, I think that was after his fourth red card in the season, mate. I think I was fair to have that shout.
Yeah, sorry, Chaz. Go on. What were you saying about the front three?
Yeah, so what they're going to play more Perisic and Kane? Is that what we're looking
at? Stinky, that's stinky. That is a stinky.
Is Richarlison still out then?
Yeah, well, it says on mine. Whether this is 100%.
Or Chaz, or they're going to go with the 3-5-2 and put Lucas and Kane up top.
Yeah,
they did that at half time in midweek. They'll probably go with Basuma, Bentancur, and Højbjerg, especially against Liverpool. They'll probably do the 3-5-2, I think, in this one. Although
Liverpool aren't flying like Arsenal, but I suppose there's.
I tell you, with Liverpool,
elements what I said about Chelsea to Spurs, really.
Shall I tell you my opinion on Liverpool? It's one of them that I feel like they will come back. They're really. I laugh at them so hard. They've been shocking. They've been the worst out of the top 6 this season. They've lost to the bottom 2 in the last couple of weeks, yeah, and they've lost that home record and all that with Van Dijk. I still think Liverpool are coming back. No, I'm still quite confident in it.
I agree with that.
Do you know what it is, Chaz? Oh, God, I don't want to make.
I don't think many people would disagree with that, though. I feel like Liverpool.
I think there's a lot of people saying Klopp's done. 7 years is done.
Like 7th season Klopp.
Yeah.
Mate, no, I think that's deluded. I think that them people are just deluded, to be honest. But I do think that, we've done a whole video on it, the cycle ending. Remember, we've done that video as well.
Because it's transition. It is transition.
We're kind of right, though. The cycle has ended in that sense. But I don't think it's going to go as drastic as people are making it out to be. I feel like they will rebuild and they'll get better quicker than people think. And Liverpool show, that's why I'm worried about them in the Champions League this year. Like you said, Ollie, on one-off games, 2-legged affairs in cup ties, they've still got enough quality to beat anyone on their day in Europe. We saw it against City a few weeks ago, how they deserved to beat City in that game as well. They can beat anyone in the world on their day.
They can. There's no question about that.
So I think the reason is, Chaz, I'm quite confident in Liverpool. I feel like they're going to click at some point in the Premier League, and coming off that really impressive win against Napoli, which even Chaz will rate that one because Napoli are a very good team. And I'd say Liverpool deserve to win that one as well. I was watching that; they deserve that one. I'm confident with Liverpool. I think they're going to carry on. I think they're going to, and I think there's no better team to play right now than Spurs.
So I'm just looking at their team. They've been playing recently the 4-4-2 diamond, right?
Yeah.
That's what they've been playing recently. So do you think he'll stick with that and just go with what's been working?
Yeah, he'll stick with what he does against. But
so are you expecting what? Who is it? Firmino, Salah.
Konate came back the other night as well. He looked good.
Will Nunes start?
Yeah, he's been in and out, hasn't he? They keep bringing him in and bringing him out again. He comes.
I don't think he can get fit enough.
What do you mean?
I think that's his issue. I think he's struggling injury-wise, Nunes. I think that's why he's not playing full games.
I think Nunes will start. I think they should start him this game. I think they should start him in this game. I feel like he's got a bit of confidence going now as well. His record isn't actually as terrible as people have made out. I still think that going. I know we just had this full conversation about going to Chelsea and the bridge and everything as well. But I still think for Liverpool to go to White Hart Lane and absolutely smash them will be a tough thing to ask. I think it will be a bit of a battle. And let's not forget, yes, Spurs aren't playing very good football, but they are still winning games. They are still winning games against teams that don't have the quality to finish them off. But then when they came up against Newcastle, White Hart Lane, Newcastle found it relatively easy in that game, to be honest, to go and get the win. So,
but I'm still thinking yes, Liverpool are on a bit of an upturn, but
they're not really on an upturn. They're not on an upturn because in the league,
they're putting in better performances. They're Champions League in all comps. They're putting in better performances. They seem a bit more stable. I feel like they're still not at the levels that they were before to go and absolutely demolish teams. And I think because Spurs can still win, out of nowhere. Spurs can still win. They have second wins and third Like, you know what I mean?
Ollie,
Like
the injuries,
getting your
like
second win sort of thing.
The injuries Chaz mentioned is mental. I know Liverpool have their own worries, of injuries, but I feel like Spurs is the perfect team for Liverpool to go and play this. I'm so confident on this one. It's like more confident than the Chelsea Arsenal, but easily. Liverpool, they can be. I just feel it. I feel they're going to go and really wipe the floor with Spurs in this one, and they need this more than Spurs. Remember, Liverpool can't afford to lose this one. They really can't because they're going to keep falling behind.
Yeah. They're already They're on 16 points, so they're about 15 points behind
If,
top.
if they don't pick up at least like 2 wins before the World Cup, they are actually, and then come back from that break, they are actually going to be in serious pressure to make top 4.
These 2 games are pivotal for them because I think after the break they'll have Jota back, they'll have Diaz back, they'll have a lot of players back from injury at that point as well. So it's about getting over these 2 games that they've got.
It's a good point, Ben. What is Liverpool's away record this season?
Ben was saying Liverpool couldn't beat us last season when they were good in the Prem, but I swear they started like Tyler. They had injury hit that game as well. They had Tyler Morton in midfield and people like that. Yeah. I'm adamant they did.
Morton did play.
Yeah. So that's debunk that one quickly.
I'm sure I'll be happy with that.
What he's alluding to, obviously, they've come in terms of the away this season. Their last 3 or 4 away games, they've in just the Prem. I'm talking. They've lost to Nottingham Forest, Arsenal, drew with Everton, lost to United, drew with Fulham. So they haven't won away.
Yeah, that doesn't shout good things for Liverpool right now.
It happened. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, but exactly. Well, Chelsea haven't lost at home. Remember as well. Yeah. So I'm saying, I'm saying one of them's going to happen anyway. I'm confident. Do you think I want to be sitting here saying Liverpool going to win? I'd rather probably not. I'd rather a draw in this one more than anything.
I think it will be a draw. If I'm honest.
I was sitting on the fence and going 2-2, but I think in my video I did actually. I mean, Nick's trying to turn my opinion when looking at the players that are out, but I think I did say I'd lean it towards Spurs.
All right, well, fair enough.
I'll stick with it because there's
as Chaz said, game of opinions and that. So I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. Yeah, I'll go 3-1.
Yeah, I'm going 1-1. I don't think it'll be high scoring either.
You don't see? I think both games are good. I mean, I did say this in my video though. Once I say, every game's going to be goals, it's going to be 0-0.
Yeah, you always do it, innit? Every game you predict to be high scoring, they come out as like 0-0s or 1-0. All right, come on, Nick. Let's lead us on the last.
I thought we'd cap this one off because routine. What? Nothing. No.
Routine win.
I'm not.
This is a routine win for you, isn't it?
No.
Surely you've got to be confident coming in here.
At last, Bruno Fernandes does not start.
Oh my God, this is. Do you know what's funny though? Do you know what's really funny? I'd rather actually have Bruno than Eriksen at the minute. I'm not even kidding. This guy, I don't care. I'm gonna get because he's. How do I put it? He's loved and adored because obviously he came back from what he came back from. Yeah. Last Euros, remember, for Denmark, obviously.
Yeah.
But he's quite stinky as a player, I'm not going to lie.
Who, Eriksen?
Yeah. I've changed my mind on him a little bit.
No, he's better than Bruno. He is.
He might. I don't think there's much in between.
I don't think technically he's better.
It's the problem that they just don't work together.
So that's a good point. That's a good point. But also, his touches aren't the greatest. He's not as technically. You're talking about his technical ability, Ollie. On the ball, he ain't as technically secure as people are making out. He can have good moments, but sometimes that ball just comes off his shins and shit. I don't. In this deep role, people think because he can spray a few decent passes here and there. Most of them overhit. I'm not gonna lie. If you saw the game last night against Sociedad, he was the worst player on the pitch by a country mile. Why
do you think that is? Do you think him not fitting into Ten Hag's system, or do you think it?
No, it's nothing to do with that.
United.
Everything is him as a footballer. Him as a footballer in general is nothing to do with United.
I don't agree with that. I don't go with that. Like Eriksen is a good footballer.
He's good, but he's not consistent. He ain't consistent enough to be operating at the top. Listen, look, we saw the assist he got for Rashford last week against West Ham, where he put the ball in on a nice, like, he put it on a 2 pence for him. But it's not, if you watch him for 90 minutes, just do that the next time you watch United, yeah, you will see how careless he can be on the ball. I guess you need that. You need to take risks to a certain degree to unlock defenses. You need to take them risks. But playing him in a deep role scares me sometimes. I look at someone like Kovacic, yeah, we were talking about him for the Chelsea-Arsenal preview. Kovacic, I'd much rather him over Eriksen. I know they're different styles of players, but I'd much rather have someone that's technically secure, doesn't lose the ball too often. We need...
Yeah, but I wouldn't... I don't think Eriksen should be playing a deep line role anyway. No. He shouldn't. He's a forward... He was a forward player.
No, but that's what Ten Hag's way of thinking. He thinks that Eriksen should be transitioning to being a deeper player at this point in his career, I'm thinking. So, and Chaz said no, Bruno and Eriksen together doesn't work, and I agree.
But then does that not allude to what I was saying in that, like, he's clearly not working for Ten Hag, because if he wants him to play that deeper role, Eriksen can't do that.
I'll tell you, it'd be better, Chaz. You know, like, we're talking about Casemiro at the base, Bruno in the 10, or Eriksen, one of the two. We need a Frenkie de Jong or a Kovacic player as the link between them two players. We need someone that can...
number 8.
Yeah, like a number 8, you know, that can actually hold on to the ball and dribble and take it up the pitch. Like, that's why I'm guessing that's why we wanted De Jong so badly as well. Remember, we were still going.
Fitted in well there.
Remember this though, we were still going for Frenkie De Jong when we had Eriksen wrapped up. We were still trying to sign him. So
I think Eriksen was just a bit like a plan B.
So I'm assuming he didn't want Eriksen and Casemiro as his starting midfield at the start of the window.
No, I don't want
that as the midfield.
No, I don't believe it.
So I just thought I'd put it out there because I'm so sick of people treading on eggshells around players. I'm talking about the big channels. They have agendas and player FCs and things like that, yeah. When a player's not playing well or a player is playing well, you just call it as it is. Like, even if I love Martial to death, but if he wasn't playing well, I wouldn't be gassing him up this much. As well. Like, I'm just,
I don't know about that.
I wouldn't. I'm so sick and tired of people just defending players blindly at this point. But I don't know where was I got. How did we start this with Eric? Like,
well, we were talking about agendas, and it's good.
Because Chaz said there's no Bruno for this game. He's suspended.
Yeah, he's suspended. It says that there's questionable around Anthony Martial. Anthony.
I love that, Chaz. I keep doing that. I've done that about 5 times in the last week. Yeah, I keep saying. I said to my dad, Anthony Martial is out as well.
2 players in there, and apparently Sancho, but it's just an illness. I think he's coming back.
So all 3 of them are in the balance, yeah.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, they're.
Do you think that's why all 3 of them didn't feature yesterday to take precautions for it?
Yeah. I'd imagine so.
Because apparently Anthony and Anthony Martial were both training at Carrington. They left them to train alone.
Yeah, I definitely saw Martial was training.
I personally think one of the 3 will come back in. I feel like I hope 2 of them do, because it means I have to put up with that washed up goat up top as well. That's the thing. So on that, he was so bad yesterday again.
Mate, what a ball.
That was an incredible ball, mate. Come on.
Stop it. He's so bad. We need to do a video. We need to do another.
You were just talking about agendas against football players.
Yeah,
that's the biggest one right there. Your agenda against fucking Ronaldo.
Do we need to discuss the new talent on the left wing?
What, Alejandro?
Yeah. Go on.
Oh, yeah. How old is he?
18.
Yeah, he's young, isn't
he? He looked good. Very
raw. Do you know what's funny though, Chaz? We said it in our podcast. I was saying it. He kind of reminds me of Martinelli.
Yeah.
And United fans were like, "We have our Martinelli" on Twitter. They're going all over Twitter and stuff like that as well. Let's give it time, man. Let's give it time for a sec. He looked.
Would you expect him to start or not?
Oh no. We can't be starting him against Villa in a big. We need the wins, man. I know Europa League. It was a big game yesterday. We failed anyway to fucking finish top, but. This Europa League, you can afford to do that, can't you? You can afford to play them in them games, not in a Premier League game.
Yeah, I agree with that. Are we underestimating the impact of Unai Emery?
No, it's interesting. So this is why when we get to the predictions for this, I'm not confident. I'm not confident for this game because it's Unai's first game. It's Unai, and you know what it's like. Yeah, you lot know what it's like when the manager's first game in charge. Well, actually, I say that we lost with Ten Hag's first game in charge.
No, but I think Unai Emery is it's different as well, like, because he won't come in and try and put his style onto Villa like straight away. He'll be looking at what you're doing at the minute and what Ten Hag's doing, and then trying to combat that to make sure
to get a result.
Villa get a result and get a bit more solid. That's what he'll be looking to do this game.
So they won 4-0 and lost 4-0 in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Fuck you know.
I mean, the way Newcastle are playing at the moment, that that
it takes City apart at the minute.
Shit.
I mean, what a worry for them is the likes. I'm looking here, like I don't know how Unai's going to set up, what he's going to try and do, but the likes of Young playing left back, Tyrone Mings centre back. I think Martinez is out, isn't he? Because he's got concussed.
No, he's back. He's back. I think he's back. I think he said. I remember he said on Twitter or something. He said he's okay. It was a precaution thing.
Okay.
I hope he isn't. I'd rather play that against fucking.
I wasn't sure around the concussion regulations whether they have to. I'm not sure.
I don't know, actually, I don't. But it's destined for Ashley Young to win one top things against us. So you just know what this game is about, as honestly. But you're right. To be honest, Unai or not, we should be confident. I don't give a fuck. To be fair, we should.
Oh yeah, you're on very good form. Whether you think you're making progress or not, you are.
Yeah, we haven't lost in 9 games. We've got about 6 clean sheets during that time as well. And that, like,
Casemiro looks class.
Yeah, he's looking like he's settling in proper now.
Rashford as well. You have to give him
Rashford finally getting a goal. About time, my fantasy football.
Yeah, but Rashford came on yesterday and he tried too hard in that game as well. So we'll see with Rashford. He's definitely going to start this because we rested him yesterday.
Well, you're back 4 at the minute. I know that Varane's just got injured, but even with Maguire coming in, like you don't seem that bad at the back at the minute.
No,
which is
say.
Good. And he's probably, I was just going to say that he's probably quite hats off to Casemiro because he's protecting the back 4 more than you've ever had before.
I would say you're right, Ollie. That back 5 with Casemiro included, is our strong point in the last 10 games. That's that. Like, I was saying to you two that we didn't play well against West Ham and a few other games we haven't played well. The great thing about it is that we're playing very well at the back, like in defence at the minute as well. So we're not fault. We can't. It's highly unlikely United are going to get put away like we used to last season, as well. Like we'll always be in a game. We'll always be in a game because of our defense. We've said about what we said about Lisandro. He's been world class at the minute. Both fullbacks fantastic. I just worry about the fullbacks that how tired are they going to get? You don't know. Dalot has played every single game, 90 minutes this season of every game. He's not even been taken off in 6 Europa League games. And how many Prem games have we played, Chaz?
8.
I think we may have played 11 now or something.
12.
So he's played 18 games, 90 minutes back to back like that. Surely you've got to think there's going to be a point where he's going to look knackered at some point.
Yeah, I agree.
Luke Shaw, we can let off because Malacia was displaced him at the start of the season.
Yeah,
but Dalot, I worry about because he's been immense. I said he's been our most improved player by a mile this season. But
which is true. But then can he carry that on for a couple more games until you get to the World Cup?
I'm just hoping that he goes because he's going to go to the World Cup. He'll go to the World Cup, but is he going to start? Though I'm hoping he doesn't start for Portugal, so he gets a bit of a rest during this period.
I don't know. They've got decent.
So the only way he starts is if Cancelo goes left back and Dalot goes right back.
Yeah.
Or are they going to go Nuno Mendes or something like that, or Guerrero? They have options as at left back instead.
But is he playing that well and playing so much game?
No, that's
having so much game time that he's going to force himself into the team.
Well, he is currently because he played the last few games, the Nations League qualifiers, and he ended up scoring for them. Do you remember, Chaz? He scored and assisted. So it's not as if he's going to be easy to displace out of the Portugal team now. But I want him to not start. We all want this for our players at our clubs, innit? We don't want them to play the games possible.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really.
I'm very hopeful that a lot of ours aren't starting. But anyway, give us a prediction. Or your prediction, for the game.
Oh, for fuck's sake! It's gonna say. Well, I got the last one right, innit, Chaz? I said 1-0 against West Ham.
Yep.
I think. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm gonna go 1-1 for God's sake. I'm gonna go 1-1.
All right, fence boy.
It's not really fencing. I'm giving Villa a bit more credit than I should do, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I should be more confident going into this.
I'm going for 3-1 United.
Oh, Chaz is confident. Do you know how rare this is? Because Chaz doesn't normally back United like that as well. That's the thing.
I don't think there's going to be many goals.
I'll take another 1-0. By the way, just to FYI, I'll take another.
I think you'll. Is it going to be a 1-0 or 2-1? No, go on then. 2-1. 2-1. At least give Villa something. 2-1 United.
Okay, 2-1 United.
Well, and there it is. The very heated, I suppose, at some stages, especially in the Arsenal-Chelsea. We good to wrap it up?
Yeah. All good. Yeah, it's all good.
Thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget the notification bell for when we next upload. Thanks for watching and peace. That's my one.
You got confused.
Cheers.